Greetings everyone and welcome. My name is Chris, and in today's video, we are going to be covering the topic of pick and pack centers. And more specifically, are pick and pack centers right for you, pros and cons, and how to go about finding one and setting one up to benefit your Amazon business. And I do also want to mention that this will be in the perspective of an Amazon seller and someone who sells on online arbitrage. So just keep that in mind if you don't sell on Amazon. I do want to show you my sales as well, just to show you that I kind of do know what I'm talking about. Here are my sales for the day. I hope this auto corrects, but it's about $1,388. And as always, I want to announce the winner from last video right here. Feel free to reach out to me via Facebook and we can make that work. And going forward, if you want a 1 hour call with me, all you have to do is comment. If you want to enter in for a 1 hour call with me, all you have to do is comment, like, and subscribe, and it enters you in a chance to be selected for the next video. Okay, back to pick and pack centers. I think the first thing we need to address is, are you in the market for a pick and pack center? So I really think that there's going to be three types of people that will benefit from a pick and pack center. The first person is just someone who's limited on space and time. So let's say you're working 80 hours a week, or maybe you both, and you live in a small place that you can't have too much inventory. This is going to be your best bet. So let's say you're sourcing inventory on your lunch break and you don't feel like processing it yourself. You can ship it to the pick and pack center and then they'll do it for you. So that is going to be a great way to leverage space and time. Now, the next person is going to be someone who's out of the United States. So if you're out of the United States, you definitely, and you want to sell in the US market, you're going to need a pick and pack center because international shipping fees will kill you. So you definitely want to utilize a pick and pack center then. So let's say I'm in Turkey, I'm traveling the globe and I'm in Turkey. I can still order from Walmart in the United States and have them send it to my pick and pack center, and then they'll send it to Amazon on my behalf. Now, the last person who's going to benefit is someone who just maybe in the United States and they may have enough time, but they want to use that time and space more efficiently to work on other things, etc. So that's kind of where I fall in. So I technically do have the time, but I'm getting to where I'm sending more of my inventory into these pick and pack centers just to leverage those factors. So now that you decided, okay, I am in one of those, let's go ahead, let's cover the pros and cons. So I kind of already covered the pros. The pros being you can leverage some commodities such as space and time. The cons being there's going to be really two main cons, and one is going to be fees. So before in my last videos, I have mentioned that I like to look for items that are 45% ROI. You're going to have, if you are sending these into a pick and pack center, you're probably going to have to use a little bit more than that because there are going to be fees attached. There may be a one-time monthly fee and then fees on top of your items. There may be some kind of monthly fee there. Sometimes they don't have the fee in the beginning, but they'll kind of add that on to your items as you send them in. So every place is a little bit different. And then the last con is going to be just a longer amount of time for your items to arrive to Amazon. Now, online arbitrage and not necessarily wholesale as much, but online arbitrage is very time sensitive. And by sending it into a pick and pack center, that will add 2 to 3 days to your items getting into the fulfillment centers. So that is something to keep in mind. And they will say that on the actual website. They usually give some kind of handling time. And if you're watching this near Q4, you're probably going to want to allot for a longer amount of time for your items to be sent into Amazon just because of higher volumes. So those are the two main cons. I still think the pros outweigh the cons in most cases. Now, let's go ahead and dive into how exactly do you find one of these? What are some best practices to reaching out to these places? So I'm going to go ahead and show you a website that basically gives a list of different pick and pack centers. And as you can see, all the business models they don't accept all business models. So some accept online arbitrage and wholesale. Others don't accept retail arbitrage. Some don't accept online arbitrage. That's why you need to make sure that they deal with your specific business model for your business. And what you also want to do is Next, you want to reach out to a few, not only to compare rates, but you want to reach out to them directly and make sure they are compliant with Amazon specifically. Just because they deal with online arbitrage doesn't necessarily mean that they understand all of Amazon's policies. Do they know when to use polybags? Do they know not to send in shipments over 50 pounds? These are things that you need to know, because if they do not abide by these, it will be your account that gets suspended. So do your homework and make sure they are compliant with Amazon's rules. Next, you want to make sure, after you've reached out to a few and you've picked your one, the one that you like, you do also want to have a backup one. So just in case one doesn't work out, you always want to have a backup one. And keep in mind too, that these may have waiting lists. There were a couple that I tried to reach out to that when I first started doing this, and they weren't accepting members. And you also want to allow for maybe 5 to 7 days for your account to get set up with them. There may be some paperwork involved and everything. Now that you've reached out, you found the pick and pack center that you like the best. Now it's about actually utilizing them and sending in your inventory to them. Because every pick and pack center is really going to vary, I'm not going to really get into the logistics. Going forward, I would like a member of a pick and pack center on my channel just to talk about it. In terms of logistics, every single place is different or slightly different, and every single place is going to have some kind of detailed instructions on their website that are very simple. I've only used 2 and they've both been very straightforward, but like I said, slightly different. So there's really no point of getting into the nitty gritty and it not applying to the one that you choose. But in summary, you basically, now that your account's set up with them, you order from wherever you're ordering your goods and have them shipped in to your pick and pack center. And then from there, you can keep updates on your items and when they arrive into Amazon on your account. So in general, that is a broad summary of pick and pack centers. I really think that it can benefit your business, assuming you're in one of those categories that I mentioned before. If you're just starting out, to be honest, and you do have, let's say you do have the space, you do have the time, and by time, I mean, allow maybe an hour or 2. I would probably just do it yourself and kind of get familiar with Amazon's processes. And then as you start feeling more comfortable with Amazon in general, then start utilizing these pick and pack centers. So as always, guys, I hope this provided a lot of value. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I will see you next video.